It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Evan Ingram. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Jags and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side, here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's third down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tutu Atwell. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw. Olsen completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Caught. It's Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back to the running game with Swift.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really...
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw. Olsen.
There's Chris Olave.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Olsen.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Off-play action. Olsen
tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, good move. He did it again. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
2nd and 14. They run out of the gun with Swift.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Richardson.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
And this returnable for Hines.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Dances by him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Olsen.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Olsen.
He completes it to Olave.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Olsen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Olsen. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Olsen. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A short throw to Ingram. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Chris Olave.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
On first down, Olsen. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 70 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Atwell now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action with Richardson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Richardson to throw off play action. That's pulled in by Brooks. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
Yep.
and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You've got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Swift. Fights free at the 5. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Richardson working from the gun. Touchdown 49ers. DeAndre Swift taking it in. And the 49ers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Operating from the gun. Olsen over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Olsen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Off the play fake. Olsen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. Flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Hines now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Olsen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Olsen. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You did.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown 49ers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the give, here's McBride. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And now a run with McBride. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Richardson looking to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. We often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A run here with McBride. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hines. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
2nd and 5. Quick throw to Olave.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's McBride.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McBride, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, it's McBride, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only
pushing the rental.